All right, guys, good morning here. It is Tuesday, March 16th, and just kind of watching pre-market. Um, I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more trading here. Probably not pre-market, but interesting stuff. CANF was a really, really strong ticker so far pre-market. So I like what we were seeing on this ticker.
Thank you so much for taking
Milked it as much as possible,
no
but
worries at all.
yeah, the $4 seems to be a big resistance here. So
Thank you so much.
let's dive into this ticker.
Yeah, maybe so if you have like of what you
One
think
sec, my girlfriend's on a call.
what an accelerator can be. That will be super
Actually, it is kind of breaking out right now. Let's keep watching this one. I might do a little continuation here. Let's see what happens at 407. This could be a triple top, but I like the higher low, so that we could have a nice flat top breakout here, an ascending triangle. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that'd be very
That's
helpful.
why I'm keeping a close eye on it.
Just from your opinion, what do you think? If I should go for an accelerator
Just
or
see.
if business angel will be.
Let's see if 4 holds.
I guess in the
A lot of
end,
sellers, though.
super, like,
A lot of sellers.
networky there,
Finding some support. Let's see if we could jump on small size here.
I have no clue. That's why
It's holding. It's
there
holding.
are some question marks there.
I'll do smaller size. I'm not sure if I'm going to really gun this one. We want to see ideally continuation through 4. So we bought at 399.
Yeah.
It's still struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Sellers are still there.
Thank you so much.
Might break through. Want to see this hold.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the call.
And let's just keep watching.
See each other
Let's
soon
keep
again
watching.
on, like, video chat.
All right.
Cool.
Let's
Yeah,
see if we
have
can
a lovely
break
day.
back
Yeah,
above
nice
this
to meet you.
406
Bye-bye.
zone. And all right, good volume here. Good volume. No, struggling still a little bit. Weaker than I would have liked to see. So we got the next 30 seconds possibly ready to go. All right, I'm gonna close out here. Just try to close it out. We sold some position at 98. The last one looked like it was actually going to continue, so I moved it higher. Possible move over 4 again. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Oh, it's trying. Here's the possible pop. All right, you know what? I'm just going to close this one. Close the rest out there. I usually am not trading at this time of day, so that's why I'm like a little bit hesitant to trade. Also, I have some news where, okay, so we're up 781 right now pre-market. That was a really slow mover. I was hoping we'd get a little bit quicker resolution there. Anyway, I have to actually get running to here. I got an appointment literally in 25 minutes. I couldn't change it. It was just when the so I got my blood taken this morning, and the place closes pretty much right when my results get in. So I need to go pick them up, and so I have to leave here at 9:30. So we're not going to trade the market open today, unfortunately. Yeah, and let me see if there's anything else. So we'll just review pre-market here like always, and then kind of review the tickers. I don't think I'm going to do any trading when I get home, and we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, so we're most likely going to be wrapping up here up 781, so that's not really too bad. Yesterday I was up 2,000 pre-market. Then I gave back like all of it. Then I made some back. I was up like 600 before the market opened, and then at the end of the day, after trading the market open, I was up 200. So yesterday I wasn't really feeling too well, so I went to the doctor yesterday to kind of get a full checkup, and everything seemed fine. So I'm not too worried, but the doctor definitely said my blood pressure was a little high. Clearly, I've been probably a little bit too stressed lately. Traveling stresses me out quite a lot. I'm actually not a big fan of traveling, despite what you guys might see and think all the time. So I'm pretty reluctant usually to travel. Especially with my setup. If you guys probably don't know it, I was talking here in the pre-market a little bit earlier, and just coming to this Airbnb in Montenegro took a lot more work than somebody who's just going on vacation, because we had to work with the Airbnb guy to get new internet here. I paid for their whole internet for the next 2 years, so it was the upgraded plan. We got new Ethernet cables laid, so it's a lot more work for me to stream and travel, right? So it's a little bit more complicated. I had corporate taxes due Monday, so I was working all Monday on taxes. So I was just like, I was not right in the state of mind. So I think I was just a little bit exhausted. So, but basically my girlfriend made me go to the hospital. Anyway, yeah, so they say at the hospital I need to really take off a little bit more. So what I'm thinking about doing is probably taking Fridays off for the foreseeable future, just to I'll probably still trade myself, a little bit of pre-market trading, and that's it, maybe 30-45 minutes. So I'll probably start taking Fridays off, for the next 2 months or so. And then if I feel like, oh man, like I'm ready to go, then I'll throw Friday back on here. But for now, let's keep note here that Friday I will take off. The Discord we'll be having the chat, so I won't have Fridays I won't have this chat open on YouTube, but the chat room on Discord, I'll be in there. We'll be talking and everything. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the new updates. You guys probably noticed yesterday I was breathing very heavy and all that stuff. I had a really tight chest yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty much what was going on. Then today I'm going to do some blood work, pick up the results, or I did blood work, so I'm going to pick up those results. So everything, hopefully is going to be fine, but that's kind of the updates that's going on. So yeah, I won't be trading the market open with you guys, but yeah, overall, I did want to just come live here, kind of share what's going on and everything. Also, I posted in the Discord our IRA. We closed TTCF today. They had some forward guidance that was lower than expected, and they're at big resistance. They could keep moving up, but I decided to close TTCF today, just kind of wrap it up. You can see here there it's at big resistance. We were green this one, then we were red, now we're green again. I'm just gonna free up some capital. We're in a downward slope here, so I figured might be a good place to take some profits off the table. Appreciate that, Jeff. Yeah, Jason, that's a big part. I was on a 2-hour phone call today with our developer at Trade Journal, so it's just like my mind is in 1,000 different places. So although it seems like I just kind of stream here, even that is quite a long time, because I 2 hour beforehand, probably like an hour and a half afterwards, documenting everything, time stamping, thumbnail. Yeah, thanks guys, I appreciate that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything new. CANF is definitely the lead gapper here. I would keep watching CANF. You always want to be thinking, what's the most obvious lead gapper? And I think by far CANF is the one. I kind of want to keep trading this one. I had a feeling we were going to break past 4, but I didn't want to get stuck into a failed attempt, end up closing at a low, and then having it to rip without me. But here's a nice little breakout here. It might even be worth to keep trading just a little bit, but I don't know. I'm always really sticky on these kind of 9:10 to 9:30. I don't mind trading usually around 9, but the second we get into 9:15 to 9:30, I'm always I'm super on edge. I've seen so many nasty flushes, sometimes offerings. I find it to be a very kind of tough place to be trading. But this is great volume. Look at that breakout volume. It's huge. I'm actually feeling a lot better today. I think yesterday was really where I was feeling just mentally exhausted, and that's why I went to the hospital yesterday to get a checkup. Everything looked good, but yeah, basically the doctor says I'm under too much stress for prolonged periods of time. Don't forget also, if you guys do want to kind of review what we review here together, if you just go to Connect and you're thinking, is this a lead gapper? Is this the ticker that Alex would be trading? Or, is this something I should be trading if I want to be trading aggressive, gap and go strategy? We have the whole entire checklist here on tradejournal.co/connect. And then you guys can just see everything here, what we're usually talking about pre-market. Get in the habit of doing this checklist yourself. We have ideal entry and exit. Obviously, this is going to be, you could really personalize this. Everyone's going to be a little bit different here. You guys know I take profits usually way too early. Yeah, really nice move there on CANF. I gotta say, it is kind of tempting to keep trading, or at least want to trade it. CANF was a little tricky one at first because I thought we were going to get more continuation above 4 right away, and I actually made a pretty decent amount of profit my first trade. I made like $400, then I gave it all back, and then I had a scratch, and then I had another scratch. And it wasn't until this little rally up here till I made a little bit more profit. But even this area, I was constantly giving back profit, so I still wasn't really on my grind yet this morning. Yeah, for sure, Corey. That's also a little bit of the downside with traveling sometimes. Like, you're a little bit constantly out of place. But there's some really good hiking here. At least we're near the water, which is really good. So that's definitely a benefit. When we were in Portugal, that was a little different. If you guys remember, in Portugal, we were just surfing every morning. That was amazing. So I guess I got to do more surf trips. Oh yeah, Michael, that sounds like good fun. Talking about good fun, I think CANF is definitely still in play here. What I like about CANF, Israel Biotech, 15 million float with a $42.7 million out licensing deal. That's pretty big. Again, CANF is a 32 million market cap right now. So a deal like this, is really, really helping this company just rally. Let's actually watch it here. Another great possible entry around 17. I think I was just a little bit too late to the party here. Resistance at 420. Let's just watch it for a second. I do have to go pretty soon. Yeah, Jason, there sounds like a good idea. It's possible entry here at 16. No, I think I missed that one. That's fine. I'll leave it here for a sec. It was not a bad attempt. I was a little bit late to the party. That was a 2% rally. All right, well, I'm pretty much done with trading. I just, thought, okay, well, we see a little bit of a setup here. I wonder if this is going to break past 420. Yep, there it is. I wasn't sure if it was going to break right now or it was going to continue flagging out and then maybe have it break out a little bit later. Oh, that could have been a fake out. I would have been probably out of that trade pretty quickly, knowing me. I know ZOM is a hot one being talked about a lot. I'm not a big fan of tickers that move like this, like little barcodes. That was kind of freaking me out. But multi-day rally here now, 120%, possible break of 3. That's what everyone's looking at. ZOM is up so much though, so I'd be really worried about this ticker. Needs a little bit more volume here as well. Yeah, DMCF probably would have done the same. Although CANF, I think it's going to be really fun to watch at the market open. Oh man, I hate missing market opens. It always freaks me out a little bit. But, you know, that's one of the highlights of documenting your trades. You know, in the morning, and like I always get to analyze again what happened the previous day. And I'm just like, okay, so, you know, this is what I could have done. This is what happened. Usually, I think it was probably a good thing that I wrapped up. That's usually what I'm thinking. This could see huge support right here on CANF. Maybe it's going to break to 13 for a second, but I kind of see this area holding at least a little bit longer. Possible move back to 4.2 is what I would hope for a quick scalp here. 416, it's doing all right. It's a little shaky though in this area. We have a lot of former resistance on this one. $4 though is acting as support right now. I think possible upside on this ticker is looking interesting. I mean, we might see pretty fast run to 5. We have some big resistance around 4 or 5, and then maybe a run to 6 or so. But I see a lot more resistance, maybe around 687, and then bigger resistance around 9, 10. So I think 7, and then the 9 area is a little bit more interesting once we break above 5, if we do break above 5. Yeah, there's the support. So 413 held. Would have been another attempt for a quick scalp. Do you guys see this? Interior Department, first Native American Cabinet Secretary. It's good to see that. Definitely some healthy diversity right there. Retail fell 3%. I wouldn't say like anything too mind-blowing. It was kind of coming out when I was reading the news this morning. So, but you know, always good to do your recap and research. Morning Brew always gives me good investment ideas as well. I kind of get some larger trends. Although Morning Brew is usually a little bit. Sometimes you know they'll be talking about SPACs being the craze when it has been the craze for a while. But it's fine. Techno King of Tesla Master Coin, respectively. Ay. U.S. airline executives reported glimmers of hope for travel rebound at conference yesterday. Last week was one of the busiest at U.S. airports since the pandemic began. We already talked about that as well, I think, yesterday. China's biggest sandstorm in a decade. Deb Haaland. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but probably. So Deb Haaland here appeared a few times. That was on NPR as well. Haaland, the new cabinet secretary, interior. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Europe is going through a third wave right now. If you go to Italy, for example, they're really getting at some of the worst. They're having a big spike going on lately. I hope it's going to be a lower high. That'd be really disappointing if it went above 40,000, I think. See what Germany's up to. Heck yeah, Michael. That's what I like to hear. FMTFXE, it's a crazy username. TD Ameritrade is free trades. Germany's gone on an uptrend as well. But yeah, I would probably have to be trading over $1,000 if I was paying exchange fees. Otherwise, I don't know if I could fully justify that. Ideally over 5,000. SSY, let's talk about this one a little bit as well. I know it's being kind of asked here. This one did have kind of an aggressive sell-off. That made me a little bit worried about it, but it has been rebounding nicely. Big resistance at 3.5, so that's definitely an area of concern. This was one of our lead gappers pre-market that I was at first focused on. Did I trade this one? No, I thought I did for a second. USA medical care facilities, 13 million market cap, 5 million float, $2 million expansion capital operation improvement. That's sizable for their operation, about 15%. It's a good catalyst. But the catalyst isn't really holding, and this thing has been kind of known here to have a lot of failed spikes to the upside. So just keep that in mind. This ticker's probably has a lot of people somewhat suspicious on how well it can hold its highs and perform. So yeah, we'll see kind of where it goes, but I don't know. I'm not crazy optimistic about it. I think though, if we come back down here to the threes, I would probably consider doing a red to green move or a bottom bounce on there. Maybe it's going to rip back to VWAP. That's an 18% move. Maybe it's going to retest 4. Who knows? 330 though is all-time highs on the daily, so definitely want to keep that in mind. Uh-oh, Michael. Yeah, my eyes would really be on CANF and any other gapper that's really kind of taking priority. Trade the best, leave the rest. That's what I should have done yesterday. Yesterday I gave back so much profits for no reason. Especially those last 2 flushes I got stuck in were so unfortunate. When I watched the video yesterday afternoon, I was like, those were such foolish mistakes that I made. Oh, I hated it. But it was such an amateur hour mistake. I even knew it had a high flush potential, so I didn't even buy the pullback. But then for some reason I FOMO'd into the breakout, and that's because I was just like really kind of mentally exhausted, and I just wasn't clear in the head. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I got to run. I don't have a watch, but I just looked at my wrist. So, yeah, I'm thinking if there's anything else worth reviewing. I made sure to document anything I did want to kind of discuss here in the watch list. So that's going to be below the video if you're watching this on playback. Everything is saved. So CANF and SSY for maybe red to green move would be my picks for today. Don't forget to let me know how you guys did today. Either leave a comment below or write in the Discord. If you guys are not part of the Discord yet, definitely check it out, because for now, on Fridays, that's where we're going to be talking. So I'll pin this message here. All you have to do is go to tradejournal.co/connect, and then you'll see the Discord link right there. It's growing really, really nicely, and big thanks to Bren for, always keeping that place in check. Appreciate the likes, guys, and I will see you then. Soon. I'll let you know how the blood work goes. Yeah, Michael. Hopefully, I'm kind of ruling that one out, but All right, guys. Peace out.